War never changes. This is the story of Martin Winters. As my grandfather woke up, sitting on his couch in his old home, today had a purpose and a meaning. Apart from looking for his son, Preston asked him to help some civilians. In his memory, sufficed that they were near an old satellite array run by the US Air Force, now known as a place as Tenpenny's Bluff. I think after he finishes with these settlers, he's going to head up to Diamond City, the great jewel of Boston. It's not like they're inside of the old Boston Red Sox stadium, are they? He's going to be in for a surprise. But for now, he just walks the roads. And alongside with his Dogmeat, make their way there to help the people of this new Boston, this new America. Moving in. Just moving. Just quite a while to get there on foot. Don't have the car anymore. That's what he said. But he says exercise is good for you, so he won't complain. After making it to Tenpenny's Bluff, he stumbled across a caravan unit. Traders. Particular one named Lucas. He sold armor, but
hey there. My armor saves many a wasteland.
when grandfather first met me, didn't have enough to buy any of his wares properly. Didn't have any armor to sell either, or anything really. He looked through his wares and just thought, if I could, if I had the money to, I would buy a few things, but caps, the currency of this place. It's unfortunate, I used to say. I would have went to my old bank account and pulled out all the money there. Would have made a lot of things easier, but the world works in a funny way. Well, after meeting Lucas, he went back to his main objective and met a scared settler pointing a gun at him. Grandfather was quite calm about it, very happy to help. But sometimes he can have his mean streak. You feel like if you talk to a person sensibly enough, they'll understand that you're friendly. At this point, him and Preston are rebuilding something that's gonna help the Commonwealth. Again, raider problems are not that much problem, and not much of a big problem anymore in the Commonwealth because of them, because of their memory. Well, Preston's still around to hunt down the few that think they can get away with. And so do I.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
He was very open about helping people. Always try to do his best. And his journey continues on. He'll be going towards a little place in Lexington. An old car assembly plant. But my grandfather started thinking about Sean and other things. First to say, he got distracted, always wandering to some new place around. Always wandering. He chose to help the people of the Commonwealth. He's going to do a hell of a job doing it. Something the people here have never faced before. But even though my grandfather came straight out of a cryo tube, he noticed there was something weird about one gentleman across his path. Wearing a weird uniform. It's too clean to be a waster's uniform, and
It's all right. I'm sure.
It's manufactured as well, and he's never seen anything like that in the pre-war era. Taking a closer look, he notices a weird insignia on the front of it. I think my grandfather's got to think about that for a while and keep that image in his head. He's very suspicious of that man. And going to Bunker Hill. Just strange. As he overlooks a little cliff, he sees a graveyard. Those honored dead family. He started thinking about Mora again. How she's frozen in a pod forever, preserved in his memory and his heart. After wandering for a while, he went really off track. Kept searching new things and looking at new places. Well, not new anyway, but how they are now. He stumbled across this General Atomics Galleria, which was completely and utterly run by General Atomic Mr. Handy's. Well, when he came through here, he remembers the old giant Mr. Handy in the center of the town. He thought this place is still standing. Going in, he takes it very slowly. It's been about 200 years, so who knows if they're malfunctioning or not. So he moves in. He's greeted quite nicely by Mr. Handy. As they talk, well, my grandfather said he doesn't like lying, but he wanted to see what would happen.
Yes, that's right.
He did not want to be attacked, especially by a big group of Mr. Handys with saw blades and flamethrowers. Well, I think he said it'd be much worse if they were all Mr. Gutsies. Mr. Gutsies are quite a terrifying foe, to be honest, especially when they self-destruct. And moving through this,
Why is the Galleria closed?
well, he plays the power of a supervisor. Just going with it, I guess. My grandfather was always very charismatic.
What is this place?
I'm surprised the robot never noticed why. He wouldn't know what the General Atomics Galleria would be. Well, 200 years of standing and roaming the wastes probably does that to you. Waiting for a giant gala event to open. Always being
Who's the director?
ready. Waiting this long. In a weird way, he kind of knows how they feel. He knows that just stuck there waiting in time. Everything else changing around you, but your main objective, your goal. My grandfather took this as an opportunity to roam around the complex. Giant Mr. Handy. Obnoxious as it is, but, you know, points out a time in his era that when his country was truly great. Without any worries, only with the thought of how war was getting to them and how they wanted the war to end. But at least they still had a bit piece of the American dream before they all vanished. I wonder what he is gonna get. He never told me what he got from this place. He found an old sheet with a number on it. And 22 was his number. Probably a food ration or something like that. He told me a lot of things of the old world, how food was rationed and people rioted. But there was still quite a large amount of food for everyone. A lot of preservatives, and those preservatives are thankfully why we still have Salisbury steak to this day. 200 years and it still tastes damn good. After taking a short perimeter walk, sizing up the place, seeing what I could have to offer, it would be interesting to sell here. Automated
Don't
security
this.
and helpers as well. You could probably build a nice town here, but that wasn't his main objectives. Diner full of skeletons, and its waiter still, and the waiter's still asking if anyone wants seats to sit down. Interesting concept. You just walk into one of these diners with a bunch of paper money, order food, sit down, eat, and enjoy yourself. Probably my favorite Mr. Handy out there. He's probably the managing director of this place. My grandfather got incredibly lucky. Talking to this man for the first time. Well, man. This robot for the first time. This Mr. Gutsy. US Army issue. Don't think he was armed with the plasma pistol that they usually have, but they're tough as nails. Bulletproof and whatnot. It was just his luck that this particular model of Mr. Gutsy was malfunctioning. And talking in, he literally said, I got lucky with that one. He believed me. And plus he was malfunctioning anyway. He registered me as the supervisor anyway for the Gala Open event. Something of the old world that just seemed strange in his mind. After the robot went to do all its checks and activated, registering my grandfather as supervisor, beta, alpha, or whatnot, whatever he said. My grandfather couldn't remember what he said, but it was strange. With this happening though, a raffle. That's what it was. Raffle of the old world. Buy a ticket, win a prize. We still have some of those raffles today. Kids sure do love them. But he's noticed how horribly off course he's gone. Looking over his supplies and whatnot. He's getting ready to make a move. Go to a different area. Go to Lexington. And what hell awaits him next in Lexington? Ghouls and raiders. War never changes, as he always said. But the reason you have to fight that war makes all the difference. These are the stories of Martin Winters.